whatever. Eh. Okay, so I want to talk about something that's on my mind. I don't think I ever talked about it before on video. I just talked about it with like official people in my life who are supposed to, help me with things. They don't fucking care. But yeah, I feel like bitching about it, you know? And kind of hoping that there could be some kind of what power off? I don't know why it said that. I guess my headphones stopped working. Whatever, I'm not listening to anything right now except myself. What was I gonna say? Shit, I forgot. Oh, right, I'm hoping they can change some sort of, I don't know, policy or how they do work or something, because this shit's stupid. So, like, I don't want to give out too much information, because you know how people are. So basically, there's a... Damn, I wanted to name and shame the fucking guy, too. No, you know what? I guess I still can. No, Christian, that's a... I hate how the world makes me think about how people are going to try to, like, covertly screw me, so I have to, like, triple check everything in my brain. Anyway, whoa. I gotta pick that up. It's about the tax collector guy. A certain one in a certain place. I don't know if it works like this everywhere. But, like... when my father died, he left us a rental property to manage in another state, and he didn't pay off the mortgage yet, so that might be part of why things were weird, not exactly set up in this way, and we didn't know what we were doing. Nobody helped us. It's like the world just assumes or something. I don't know. What about when people... Oh, shit, I never thought about that. All the people that inherit things who don't even know how to do anything with them. They just get taken, don't they? Oh, my fucking nose. I forgot my handkerchief. No, I didn't. I got it. Hold on. Put you over here. So, like, we paid off the mortgage on that property, and I'm an idiot. No one in my family knows how... I really hit my nose earlier today. It doesn't hurt anymore, but you can tell. What was it? Like, I went, like, bam with something. I was like, yo, did I scratch it? It looks even more damaged now than it did when it happened. Oh, what the fuck was I saying? Oh, so yeah, I don't know how these things work, and nobody around me knows either, So it's sad that things turned out the way they did, and they could have been a lot worse. Basically, for years, I owed property taxes and I didn't know. I didn't know because they never told me. Like, after Dad died, I had trouble keeping up with everything. And I was like, if something's important, they'll call or send something in the mail. And since I receive, like, I don't know, like 5 calls a day asking me if I'll sell... shit, like, I got used to ignoring the fucking phone, which is fine, because I don't think the tax collector ever called my phone. I know he didn't, actually. But yeah, the tax collector never told me I owed taxes. They never sent a letter to my fucking house. Apparently, I guess they didn't know where I live, So it's like I paid off the mortgage, but I never got the property tax letters or any communications about that at all. Nobody asked for property taxes at all. It wasn't until years later. You know, and I kind of forgot about it. I remember years ago, I was like, am I supposed to pay property taxes in Florida? Or is there no taxes? And I remember telling myself, you know what? If I don't know how much to pay, I don't know what I got to pay, I don't know when I got to pay. And I told myself, let's just wait to see what comes in the mail. And then I basically just forgot about it because I never got anything about it until one day I received a letter from like a loan group or something. I guess this is like a public database or something, right? They see which houses are, I don't know, delinquent or some shit. And they offer, you know, loan services to help people who aren't keeping up with their property taxes. So I got this letter in the mail telling me, hey, noticed you weren't paying your property taxes. Do you need help with that? And I was like, what property taxes? Like immediately I was like, oh shit. And I Googled like the, you know, how do I pay property taxes and so, and I found the website and everything, and I found out how much I owed, and I immediately paid all of it, including the penalties. I would have paid it all the whole fucking time if only I knew about it. I totally had the money. I just didn't know about it. All right? That fucking sucked. But the worst part about it was that they put it up on like some auction government thing or whatever, and it's like people can put a lien on your fucking house if you don't pay the taxes, you know? And it's like, if I continued to not notice what was happening, somebody would have basically just like officially, legally stolen my property from me, and there would have been nothing I could do about it. And that makes me feel horrible. Like, that's the kind of world I live in. Like, nobody even tried to find me except for the people who wanted to help me pay, you know, with loans. And you know, and even that is just because they wanted to make money, right? I bet whoever had a lien on my house was disappointed when I finally paid everything immediately. Probably just thought some old person would forget and then just, yeah, what a steal, you know? Like, I bet that shit happens more than we care to think about. That sucked, man. I was in disbelief. I was like, holy shit, that's pretty divine shit, you know? Because like, I feel like I should have lost it. I feel like that was the plan, even, was that somehow I was supposed to lose that property. But then like that happened and totally spoiled whatever plan that was. I hope there aren't more properties I don't know about, because it certainly would have been long enough by now. Whew. I'd imagine if somebody took anything from me, they probably would have just sold it. Rose kept trying to make me sell it. She's like, sell the property, Christian, sell it. Same thing with my car. Sell the car, Christian. Sell the house, Christian. Sell everything you fucking own, Christian. They're like, what? Spend all the money you have, Christian. Fix the house up and then sell it, Christian. Spend every dime you have on new siding for the house, Christian. It's like, why are you so desperate to have me run out of money, Rose? Like, stop trying to tell me how to like live and what to spend my money on and shit. Like, I forgot what I was talking about. I can't believe Dad left it in a way where Rose was basically gonna like take the reins when she's dumb and doesn't even like anybody else in the family, you know? Like, what the fuck was he thinking? Yeah, he should have had like a lawyer and a will and stuff, you know? Like, what a fucking moron. I wonder who can help me with that. I can't let everything go to her. She'll just do what she does, you know? Like, I don't know anybody I can trust. I don't know anybody responsible enough to handle that much responsibility and money and property. I don't know anybody, selfless enough to do it, proper, like without abusing or stealing, like I don't know anyone who will do it for real. I don't even trust the property manager I pay, to be honest. I feel like they keep trying to scam me in one way or another. But it's like I can't be bothered to find another one. So I kind of just argue with them and put up with it and throw my hands up and be like, fine, fuck you guys. At least I don't have to hear about that for a long, long time, I gotta buy a new... Oh my God, it's so expensive. It's so fucking expensive. I spent so much money fixing that place up. I spent so much money, and it never ends. It's like there's another appliance or some kind of bullshit, The last thing they got me with, which really just seemed like a total fucking scam. Fake as shit as far as I'm concerned. They're like, oh, the tenants are complaining about allergies and the air quality. You have to pay for a duct cleaning service. You have to, or else litigation and all this other bullshit. And I was like, this literally sounds like a fucking scam, And then I was like, let's test something here. And, I was like, that's a small house. The estimate is fucking stupid. I'm not paying that much money. Give me a different company. And then they got me a different company and the estimate was higher. And just out of spite, I was like, all right, go with that one. They told that fucking dude that there was a $300 budget to fix the fucking air conditioner, and then he charged me $300. I was like, you told him there was a limit? Dude, I hate the property manager. They're fucking dumb. I'm pretty sure they're just complicit. I don't know. Oh, it's like 13 minutes of just bitching about that, huh? It feels good. Feels good. I guess that's enough. I just wanted to bitch about that. I was thinking about it. Property taxes are crazy, guys. Like, it's unreal. Like, it's a lot of money. And it goes up all the time. We're talking double-digit % increases annually. It's brutal. And it's like I have no choice but to raise the rent to not, have my family simply losing. That makes me feel kind of bad. But it's like, I've spent tons of money improving the place. Everybody fucks me with raising the insurance premiums every year, raising the taxes every year, making me pay for random bullshit, So it's like, yeah, I'm raising the fucking rent. And I just got to keep doing that every year. I can't even, stop, They give me no choice. It's like, all right, you're going to lose this much money this year. Would you like to raise the rent? And it's like, yeah. Especially when they give me that market analysis bullshit where they're like, your rent's way lower than the other properties that are the same in the area. You can raise it by a shitload. And I'm trying to be nice because we've had the same tenants for a long time. So, I haven't been raising it by too much, annually, but it still has to go up. I have no choice. To be honest, it's gone up way more than I thought it would when I initially thought I was gonna manage all this shit. My projections were different as fuck. I didn't know money would be worth that much less in a few years, you know? It should be profitable eventually. Probably not, you know, like, they're gonna make me buy a new air conditioner soon. That's gonna be so expensive. That's probably gonna push the profitability back another fucking year or some shit. And before long, they're probably gonna tell me to buy a new roof or something. Like, it never ends, guys. No, and then it's like this house too. Guys, no, it's terrible. They made it so you can't really own property. It's way too fucking expensive. You know, and they raise it like a shit ton every year. It's like I see the writing on the wall. I almost slipped. They're just gonna keep raising it. They're just gonna keep raising it. I don't understand. They're allowed to do that. Talk about trickle down economics or something, you know, like, you know, extort a shitload of money out of me and I got to try to do it to the next guy, you know? It makes me feel really bad for everybody who can't do that, you know? Like, you just eat it. You just take it. You just go like, fuck, I'm going to have that much less money next year. And there's nothing you can fucking do about it. And that really sucks, guys.